Hey, what's up guys? My name's Matteo and I'm the creator of Framepad. Framepad is a component library and resource site that helps you build sites in Framer even faster. So in this short series, we're going to go over how to get started with Framepad, how to copy our components in, style them, and then add content to make a publish-ready website within a couple minutes. So let's get started. So the first thing we need to do is to go to framepad.co and make an account. So you fill in your details here. I've already made an account, so once you've filled in your details, you'll land on this page here. And the first step we need to do is to remix the starter file. Now the starter file is pretty much the style guide for our components. So I'll go ahead and remix this, and this will open up in Framer. So once that's opened up, this is a little intro into what Framepad starter is, but we can go ahead and delete this. We can also delete this whole section over here, as each of our components are already sections themselves. So let's delete that, and now we can start copying components from Framepad and pasting it in Framer. It's super easy. So let's go back to Framepad and let's click Let's Get Started, and now we can start copying. So the first thing we will need is a navbar. Let's go ahead and grab this navbar here and let's paste it into Framer. So when it comes to a navbar, we actually want navbars to be outside of the main wrapper. Now the main wrapper is going to store all of our sections of the website, so the main content of the website, excluding navbars and footers. So we go back to Framer and let's go and grab a hero section. I'll go and grab, let's do this one here. Go back to Framer and let's paste it inside the main wrapper. So we've pasted in a navbar and a hero so far. What else do we need? Let's grab a feature. And I really like the tabs over here. Let's go with this one. And paste. Order that underneath the hero. And let's go and grab a CTA. Let's do this one here. And paste. I actually want to add a FAQ section as well, so we'll go and grab some accordions, go back to Framer and paste that as well, and I'll order that underneath the tabs. And then I think for the last section we'll just grab a footer. So we're just making a basic website layout right now, I guess the main ingredients of a website. And we want to paste that in the desktop frame. It may drop into the main frame. We want to take that out and put it outside, like the navbar, and move that to the bottom. So now we have a basic layout for our website. On mobile and on tablet it looks kind of messed up. So what we need to do is we need to set each of our components to have a fill width. So right now it's set to fixed. We want to set that to fill. And you'll see on tablet and on mobile it fixes. So each component is responsive by default. So as we can see on tablet and mobile, the navbar actually turns into a hamburger version, and our hero here goes from left and right stack to a top and bottom stack on mobile. So once we've set each component to a fill width, we want to now unlink each component. So if we double click into any component, you'll see this little dialog box pops up. And we can unlink the instance. So the reason we do this is so we can actually edit our components. So I'll just go ahead and unlink each component. Now once that's done, we can click into a component, and here's where we can actually edit the component. This is an optional step, but I would recommend for easier editing. What I like to do is actually detach each section from the component. So to do that, you right click on one of the components and select detach. So what this allows us to do is to actually edit the content on the canvas without having to go into the component to edit. The only thing we need to be cautious about is if it's an interactive component like the navbar here, detaching this would actually break each of these states. So we want to leave this navbar here as a component. For things like these tabs over here, we can actually detach this, because we have our interactive segment nested within this component. It's the same for this accordion over here. If I open up this accordion, you'll see that inside is the actual accordion component, which is the interactive part, which we can go ahead and unlink as well. And let's detach that too, and detach the last two components. And that's it. Now we have a basic layout of our website. We can go ahead and preview this. Everything that's interactive works. We go between each of our tabs, open up our accordions, and we can resize this to test what it looks like on mobile. So we now have our homepage layout made within a couple minutes. In the next video, we'll go over how to set up our style guide.